Ladies and shaders, welcome back again with me, Shadesy, and today's videos we're gonna talk about Monster Hunter game tier lists before Monster Hunter Wilds comes out. So yeah, there's a lot of Monster Hunter game that I don't know about, but we're gonna discuss it either way, so let's jump right into the videos. Here we are, already in the tier list, but yeah, as you guys can see, a lot of like different or like, weird, I don't know, pictures of Monster Hunter games, but that's okay because we're here to discuss every single one of them, even though some of them I don't even know about, or like I haven't even played, or like I haven't even finished it yet. But we need Monster Hunter tier list before Wild released. So yeah, here we are, here I am, and let's discuss to the first game. First game we have Monster Hunter 4 Ultimates. I mean, I'm gonna say this is a very easy choice. Like, it's gonna be in the S tier, of course. Like, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, like it introduced the Charge Blade and also the Insect Glaive, if I'm not mistaken, and introduced Gormagala, and one of the sickest monsters ever made in Monster Hunter universe. And I think it's one of my, it's in my top 3 monsters. My favorite monsters and everything. So yeah, Gormagala and everything. And again, it provides so much variety of monsters, subspecies of monsters. Elder Dragon, which is the most exciting part, when it comes to end games, it's Elder Dragon. And they provide a ton of it. Arena fights and siege fights, and also Darren Moran, I think, the siege fights, and also fighting the Elder Dragon on top of their body because it's too big. There's a lot of cool fights in this game, and I think it's one of the masterpiece that Capcom made. Monster Hunter franchise. This is one of like the masterpiece of Monster Hunter. Next up, we have something that I don't know. Probably this is in the 3DS or like PSP, I don't know, but like probably it's kind of like a music game of Monster Hunter, but I'm just gonna put it in the NA because I don't know about this. So yes. Next up we have Freedom 2. Freedom 2, if I'm not mistaken, is kind of like Freedom Unite, if I'm not mistaken. But there's a lot of like old Monster Hunter that actually like the same game, but when they poured it into like the other console or like platform, the names change, which is weird. I don't know why, but like I think Monster Hunter Freedom 2 it's actually Freedom Unite because like Tigrax, yep. But I'm just gonna put it in B because it's not bad. It's not bad. Of course, it's not bad. And we finally have the one that I've been mentioning, Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. Of course, it lives in the B tier. Of course, on top of B tier, because I don't know fully about Monster Hunter 2, but what I do know is Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. Like, it has a very good variety of monsters as well, including Elder Dragons, of course. Because like, here's the thing, when it comes to endgame of Monster Hunter, I'm so excited when it comes to Elder Dragon. I don't know why. I know some of the monsters actually pretty good as well, but when it comes to Elder Dragon, it feels different. It feels different. Like, let's say you have like Lucen or Gakuga in Monster Hunter Rise, but the one that I've been looking forward to is actually Malzeno, because it's the new Elder Dragon, which is like a vampire type of stuff. So yeah, it's a very unique Elder Dragons, to be honest. But like any other monster, like the King Kong from Monster Hunter Rise as well, like I'm excited, but like not as excited when it comes to Elder Dragons. I hope you guys understand that. But yeah, Freedom Unite right here, it has very cool variety of monsters and also Elder Dragons. But again, it's clunky, so it's kind of like a PSP game. It's PSP games, but it's still like an a very old gen Monster Hunter, so it still has those clunkiness in it. So that's why I'm gonna put it in B. To the next one, Monster Hunter Double Cross, or Monster Hunter GU. That's what people call it. And I think that's an easy S tier, in my opinion. It's an easy S tier because like it still provides the traditional Monster Hunter, you know, like the slow pace, not too fast and everything. You know, like there's also like unique mechanic, you know, each weapons has, like, you know, like the great sword, like it kind of like has like a wide slash and then like sheath the weapon and then your eyes turn like all red, like with black aura. It's so cool, but like that's just only one examples. But it has a very large variety of monsters, and it's all and a lot of like unique monsters as well. And also, not to mention, the first time they introduced Valstrax, which is amazing. Like I cannot say anything more about Valstrax besides amazing, because like it's one of like the most unique dragon ever. You know, the design is just so unique. Like, you know, imagine a dragon have a jetpacks, and like, damn, bro, like I'm just like, they're so creative with this. Like I'm so in love with Valstrax. That's why Monster Hunter Rise, when they have like Crimson Valstrax and then they have like the Risen or Risen, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, but like they have like the Risen mode of Crimson Valstrax, which is so destructive. It nukes everyone. Whatever. We're talking about GU now. But yeah, Monster Hunter Double Cross is a good game, and I bought Nintendo Switch to only play this game. Fun fact. And I think I already told you guys in the reason why I choose Monster Hunter. But like, yeah, this is, if you have the money, go get some Nintendo Switch and buy a copy of this game from the eShop or the physics. You must try this game, actually, the Double Cross, you know, Monster Hunter Double Cross, or GU, that's what some people call. So yeah, easy S tier. One of the masterpieces that Monster Hunter franchise ever made. So yeah. Monster Hunter Portable Third. Yeah, Portable Third, it's a portable version of Try without the underwater battles, without some of the iconic monsters such as like Brachydios, Lagiacrus, and also Cedius. Is it Cedius or like Cedius? The underwater Elder Dragon. But yeah, it's a simplified Monster Hunter Try with more variety of monsters to, you know, to make up for the, you know, like some of the mechanics that they are actually cutting, you know, such as, like I told you, underwater battles not exist in this game, and so on. So yeah, so because they remove the mechanics, turns into like a normal Monster Hunter with old or like traditional Monster Hunter, you know, slow pace and everything, but it's not clunky. It doesn't have the Freedom Unite clunkiness. That's why I always prefer playing this game over Freedom Unite in my PSP. So, and also the iconic monster is Zinogre, so one of the coolest monsters ever made in the Monster Hunter universe as well. You know, Super Saiyan design, you know, like it has like the Apex Zinogre in Rise, which is more looking like a Super Saiyan, to be honest. But it's a very cool concept. It's a very good game, and I'll put in A because it lacks the underwater battle. If it has the underwater battles, it would be here. But unfortunately, because it's for the PSPs, and also I think they have like the HD version in the PS3. So yeah, overall, it's a very good game. Absolutely very good game. Monster Hunter Try, which again, the reason why I bought Wii, and I think Monster Hunter Try deserve in the A tier. It deserves in the A tier because I think it's kind of like a demo version of 3 Ultimates. So it's kind of like, I kind of like, can this game play a little bit more? You know, like can I play this game a little bit more? You know, like give me some monsters, at least like 5 to 10 more monsters and everything. But yeah, it's the variety here. It's kind of like a little bit of lacking. But I do love the underwater battles. That's why it deserves in the A tier. Again, my tier list, it's my tier list, so it's my opinion. If you disagree with it or if you agree with me, make sure to comment down below, okay? Next up, we have Monster Hunter Stories. It's actually like a Pokemon type of Monster Hunter, but they have like a stories in it. I think I played it on my phone, but I'm not finished, so I don't know how to rate this game. But I think, as far as I'm concerned, it deserves some love, like at least a B tier, probably. But since I'm not playing it enough, I'm just gonna put it B. Yeah, I'm just gonna put B. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it B because like it's so interesting. It's kind of something different. That's why I'm gonna put it there. So yeah. Next up, we have, yes, this is another masterpiece that Monster Hunter franchise ever made. 3 Ultimates deserve an S tier because not only it provides 3 to 5 times larger variety of monsters, it provides, I don't know, this game is just so good. It's kind of like enhanced version of Try. It's when you compare these two games, besides the graphics, of course, like this one is better because it made for the Wii U and then port to 3DS. You know, graphic wise is better. Variety monsters absolutely violate Try because like it's a ton, a lot more variety of subspecies, Elder Dragon even, and I think the final boss of 3 Ultimate is actually the volcano Elder Dragon, right? Like it looks like Fatalis, but it's not. But it's unique because like you can go underwater to actually fight him as well, but you can also fight him in the land. So like when you're standing and stuff like that. So but aside from that, like this game is absolute violates Try. That's whatever you want to call it. But like yeah, it's not much to say. And also like the iconic monster of this game is actually, I don't know like the real iconic monsters of this game, but I think it's Brachydios. But a lot of the cover of this game, like when you buy it physically, it's actually a Zoo Rathalos, which I'm so confused. Which are the iconic monsters here? So the point is, this game is absolutely good and it violates Monster Hunter Try, to be honest, by a large margin, by a ton, to be honest. But yeah. Alright, Monster Hunter 4, and I think it deserves at least an A tier, because like for Ultimates, it's actually like the larger games, and this one is kind of like the base game. It's kind of like the same concept of like World and then Iceborne, Rise and Sunbreak, stuff like that. But back then they don't do like a DLC kind of stuff. Like they do like, okay, you have Monster Hunter 4. Well, we release Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, which has a lot more monsters than Monster Hunter 4, which is very stupid, actually, marketing, but people buy it. But like, yeah, but now they don't do that anymore, which is good. And yeah, I mean, like Monster Hunter 4, good game, no questions asked. Next up, we have Monster Hunter Generation, and I'm sorry, it's actually wrong because this one is actually Monster Hunter X or Generation only, the double cross. But yeah, I'm just gonna put it here. Hold on. But yeah, Generation, and I think it's kind of like base game of Monster Hunter Double Cross. But yeah, they introduced Glavenus in this version. You know, it's actually like the generation base game. So yeah, the icon monster of this game is actually Glavenus, which is a very interesting monster. It's kind of like a T-Rex with what is it called again? A sword-looking tail, and it can like lit up fire and everything. It's pretty cool monsters, but it's just like a base game of like Monster Hunter Generation. So I'm just gonna put it here because all of this in the A tier is kind of like base game Monster Hunter without the expansion. Monster Hunter Online, which I actually don't know about, and I think I saw a couple of clips online about Monster Hunter Online, but I don't know anything about it, and I don't have anything to say about Monster Hunter Online. So yes, I'm gonna put it in NA. Another NA Monster Hunter, which I don't know about. I cannot even read this, it's in Japanese, so sorry. It's Monster Hunter G, so it's base Monster Hunter, but it's like an ultimate version of Monster Hunter 1. Well, if that's the case, then I'm gonna put it here. Because there's nothing to say about Monster Hunter 1 and 2, to be honest with you, because it's very clunky. And I know it's kind of like in the old technologies, like it's kind of like old gen Monster Hunter kind of stuff, so I can understand where we lacked the technology back then, but like I cannot sugarcoat it. It's very clunky and it's very not good to play, so nothing much to say about Monster Hunter 1 Ultimate, or like G, Monster Hunter G, or whatever. Another Monster Hunter that I don't know about, Monster Hunter 2-Dose. And of course, 2-Dose deserve at least above Monster Hunter G, or like 1 Ultimate. Because it's less clunky, but still clunky like this 2 game, you know, Monster Hunter Freedom 2 or like Freedom Unite. Kind of like the same thing, but yeah, nothing much to say about 2-Dose though. Again, I don't know about this. Monster Hunter I? Monster Hunter 1. Deserved there in the B tier, of course. Nothing much to say again, like I said about Monster Hunter 1 and 2-Dose. Everything related to that Monster Hunter game, and I think it's just kind of like deserving the B tier. That's just my opinion. And to, you know, fix something, and I think this game cannot stand a chance with this one, because like this is what the real Monster Hunter is. So I think I'm gonna put it down, Monster Hunter Stories, into the C tier. So yeah, I think that makes sense because we don't really need Monster Hunter with stories or like the rock, paper, scissors mechanics. So I think it deserves in the C tier. Like, we don't need those games, alright? Monster Hunter Dynamic. I think I played this game back in 2012, I think, in my Android phones. I use like cracked I use a cracked website to install the APK and then to play it on my phone. And I forgot. I think I also played this game on my iPad back in the day. So it doesn't work. But back then it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun, but it doesn't work. So yeah, it deserved here. Next up, Monster Hunter Freedom. Again, like I said, bro, I don't know why back then there's a lot of like the same Monster Hunter games, but with different names only. So I was kind of like, what's wrong, Monster Hunter? What's wrong, Capcom? Like, why are you doing this? You know what I'm saying? Like, back then, what were you thinking? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna put it there. Or like here, yeah. Because like Ultimates sometimes is always better. But this one, Monster Hunter Freedom, which means I think everything that is like freedom, that has a name freedom, is kind of like PSP version of Monster Hunter in the old days. So probably this one is Monster Hunter 1, but for the PSPs. And this one, the Freedom 2, it's 2 dose for the PSP. And if you want a complete version of every single of one of them, you're just gonna have to play Freedom Unite, which is why Freedom Unite it's on top of the B tier. Because I know the rest of the B tier is gonna be like, something clunky, or like something that I don't really appreciate it a lot actually. So yeah. But do keep in notes, I do still love Monster Hunter. I even played almost everything in the B tier. I played it all. But again, it just clunky. So I don't want to sugarcoat it, but you know, even though I'm obsessed with Monster Hunter, I have to keep it 100%, bro. I did it. Next up, we have a game that I really want to play, to be honest, but I heard they revived the server, but not by Capcom, by someone who actually took the project and make it alive again with the Rain server, if I'm not mistaken. It's called, correct me if I'm wrong, in the description below. I really want to play this game, so if you guys have information regarding where to download this game with the current server, which is not the official server, let me know in the comments below or reach me out either way, because I really want to make a content regarding Frontier G. So yeah, hit me up or comments down below, okay? But what I've seen from the internet clips, I think it deserves in the top of A tier. Reason why is a lot of weird monsters, which all this series don't have. A lot more harder, because like when it comes to Zenith monsters, it is crazy because you can get one shot every time it pops the skills or like the ultimate of the monsters, like when they're moving or like when they strike you with the skills they have, like the, you know, it kind of like can one shot you. But it looks very interesting. The weapon as well, it has like Tong Fu. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me in the comments below. And also like I forgot, like it's kind of like the Darth Maul blade. You know, like it has like the two side blade, but like it's kind of like have like the curve, and it can change into like a hammer. And there's like an extreme skills, of course, like it's kind of like the new mechanic in this game, extreme skills. When you use that weapon, you can just like instantly dash into like the monster and then like slams down, boom, which is very good. So, and I really want to try that out, so that's why I really want to try Frontier G though. And a lot of weird monsters, like I said to you, it's an MMO games, and it's still like a traditional Monster Hunter. It's the traditional Monster Hunter, but without the clunky, of course, and a lot of variety of monsters, which actually a lot of monster that is like not even mentioned in all of these titles that I already go through. Monster Hunter Rise. I'm just gonna call this one is like Monster Hunter Rise, and also the Sunbreak, you know, included. But I'm just gonna say it deserves on top of the A tier. I thought for a second it's gonna be Frontier G, but nope. There's Rise, which it's a very good game. Crimson Velstrax. Yep, and Malzeno, the other Malzeno, of course, the subspecies of Malzeno, and what else, like Risen Theostra, Risen Kushala, which is very good as well. Yeah, all the Risen monsters is very good, and my favorite monster from this game, but aside from Crimson Velstrax, of course, but I think the wolf is actually pretty good as well. Yeah, I forgot the name though, but like yeah, it deserves an A tier, of course. Like I don't really mind the fast pace of Monster Hunter, but it's kind of like new for me, and I was like, nothing special. But like I'm quite enjoying Monster Hunter Rise, to be honest. I played it until the Sunbreak as well, so yeah, it's a pretty good one. Monster Hunter Stories 2, I don't have any clue because I haven't played it, so I don't have anything to say, but if I'm going to guess, it'll probably just gonna be here as well. So, but since I don't know about it, yeah, you know. Monster Hunter World, the base game, of course, it's A tier. Let me just reorder everything like that. Yep, something like that will be good. Alright. And the final one, Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Of course, well deserved in the S tier. The first introduction of Velkhana, it's quite a large amount of expansions. Aletrion, Fatalist, what else? Raging Brachydios, and a lot more monsters like Safijiva, Xenojiva. I don't know if Xenojiva is in the base game, I forgot. But Safijiva is of course the Iceborne, I think, yes. But like yeah, it's that's about it. That's all. We done it. That's the tier list for Monster Hunter game 2024 before Monster Hunter Wilds launch. So, what do you think about my tier list? This is my opinion, purely my opinion, based on my experience. And if you have something to say, comments down below. You know, like this video if you like this type of content. You know, if you like Monster Hunter content, you know, just make sure to leave a like, alright? And also subscribe if you want to see more videos or like support me to make a lot more Monster Hunter videos in the future. So yes, hope to see you again in the next videos. Catch you later, hunters.
I know it's hard for you to stay, but I can make it another day.